Since I've seen a lot of new players in the game lately, I've decided to make this video to show you guys some tips on how to play Cell more effectively, as I feel he's the raider that most new players try first, as he is the default pick. Anyway, let's get into this list. If you learned something new, please leave a comment down below. Number 1. Prioritize civilians. The biggest boon that Cell has is that he evolves the quickest out of any of the raiders. Thus, you should make it your goal to reach at least level 3 before the Super Time Machine is called down. The fastest way to do this is by hunting down civilians as they don't run away or fight back. The easiest way to find civilians is by using your ears, as they all cry out every few seconds saying things like
Someone!
You could also try to open crates until you find a civilian raider and hunt them down like that, but that's more chance based than just using your ears. It's usually easier to hear them when you're not flying, as it's pretty loud. Use key sensing properly. The biggest mistake I see new Cell players make is not using their key sense to its fullest. When you play Cell, do you often do this? If you do, then I'm about to blow your mind. When you use key sense, you can look all around yourself and detect anything in that area. Knowing that, you'll be able to catch players that are not only in front of you when you use it, but all around you, which is really helpful. Use supers correctly. I'm going to come right out and say that level 2 Cell supers are really bad, and I see new players try to spam them a lot without hitting anything. You should only be using level 2 supers when A, you can confirm it, for example using Solar Flare first, or B, to snipe people running from you, or to place keys, or when they're placing keys, as you track them way better than with your key blast. As for level 3 supers, spam that barrage. It comes back in 10 seconds, so use it whenever it's off cooldown. Just don't use it too close to transform survivors, as they can interrupt it by meleeing you. These other super can be used for sniping fleeing survivors as well. Level 4 supers are good for getting people off the Super Time Machine and doing massive damage to transform players with a huge hitbox. Afterimage Strike with style. Cell's evasive is the only one in the game that doesn't do any damage to survivors, but that doesn't mean it's completely useless. The first mistake I see new players make with this is not using it at all and taking unnecessary damage. When you're getting meleeed, comboed, Afterimage out of it and punish them by using Solar Flare in their face, as you can cancel into it. You can also use Afterimage to move faster than you fly by using it and pressing the direction you want to go. Upgrade useful skills. Upgrading the right stuff is useful for any raider, but I'll give you my build here since it's worked for me. Plus 20 the extra Evo energy passive, and don't bother with auto evolve, as it only takes 2 to 3 civs to get to level 2 if you're still a larva. By the time you've auto-evolved to level 2, you're already dead. Upgrading Key Sense and Afterimage is also a good idea, as Key Sense gets better as well with less cooldown.
Revert to an egg.
The most important tip I could give to you is to remember to revert to an egg, as your form will mature underground, unable to be harmed by anyone, and you'll be able to win without any trouble. Honestly, if you had to follow one of these tips, make sure it's this one by far. Anyway, I hope all these tips helped you out with playing Cell, as I see a lot of new players struggle with playing him, and I really hope that all the new people that watch this video are enjoying the game, as it is a little bit hard to get into. Anyway, if you liked the video, like, sub, and comment below for more like this. Thank you so much guys, and see ya.